everybody got. Come, mama cries, dead sons, Lord please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't give face that before, so I live it up. When a come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'm a kiwi and it's a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Block of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your Highness, I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight. Then lose your mind. Squad, I'm dead. 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 Squad.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both defensive coordinators will look to their middle linebackers to lead by example in today's matchup. It's Bowman's Lions going up against Kuechly's Panthers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. It up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down right at the 20.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Let's go!
They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ohio, let's go! Brand 38,
Now they try the right side here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
let's go!
They'll look to throw here. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Patriot! Detroit! Let's go! Green!
They'll set up a throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A handoff, Fournette running left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 3-19. Over. Back to the NFL. Here we go. Detroit.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Let's go!
Looking to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll set up to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Joey Mbu. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Fournette, a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
And
a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They go play action here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On second down, here's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. And Detroit getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come. It used to be when we were kids, he'd run a